What's going on, guys? What's up? Edward, jet lag. What's up, guys? Down 250? 240? It's okay. We're gonna make it back. It's Tuesday. No, it's Wednesday, boys. It's Wednesday. Let's do a little pre-market prep. Buffer, what's up? Let's do a little pre-market prep. Big day. Oh yeah, today is a big day. I don't have high expectations for this market today. Today is the big day. No, I didn't trade this morning. 90% of the time I don't trade London. I don't like it. It's too choppy, too slow. What's up? Richard, Konsei, Rowie. What's up, guys? What is going on? Did you get your Tradify accounts funded or still evils? Still evils. They're a super slow process, man. I just like when I have funded accounts, I trade my funded accounts and then later I'm like, fuck, I should have traded my eval accounts. Joey Lay, what's up? I was watching the prop firm match live stream as my friend was on it. They have prop firm match? Like a boxing match? Is there any traders who want to square up? Let's see, the market opens in 2 minutes. Ah, it's what the channel is called. I thought they were doing traders boxing matches. What this market wants to do today? What you guys think? Dump or bump? Do we get dump or bump? Bump? You guys are saying it's gonna bump? I don't know, it's so much news. I don't think we're gonna get trendy market today. Tony Robbins, what's up? I'm well, how are you? I don't think we're gonna get really trendy market today. Just a feeling. Your birthday is this weekend. Chat, like, what you gonna do for your birthday? And the market is open in... Oh no, market is open. Let's see what the market open does. We staying patient as always. Hello, term. Is it dump or bump day? I doubt we're gonna have a trendy day, but I've been wrong so many times in this market. But I think what's priced in right now is the fact that we're not gonna get any rate changes. In terms of earnings that we're gonna have, that's a different story. That's a different story, my guys. Now we need to wait 15 minutes. 15 minutes, it's Wednesday. Still, fuck yesterday orb, it's okay. Can live with without yesterday orb. screw took off to the moon. Let's see how this orb, but it's not looking super bullish anymore. We are really struggling with this 9 EMA. As long as this 9 EMA is a struggle for 4 hours, there is no bump. Yes, it's looking heavy. Yes, it's looking very heavy. Oh, is it finally the short season? You know I love my shorts. You know I love my shorts, boys. But again, I don't think there is a potential trend before we get FOMC, before we get all the news out. I'm leaning bearish. Yesterday, if you was in the stream late, in the late stream we gave analysis, there are some signs that we might be topping out, that the market is a little bit toppish, that we might have ceiling. You never want to call the tops because all-time high is a price discovery. But yesterday we did a little bit higher time frame analysis, and technicals are starting to tell, I would say, a little bit bearish story. There are some things that need to align, but if you was yesterday in the stream, there are some bearish signs coming in on the higher time frame. Some nice divergences, some signs that this market is gonna dump in the next few weeks. So I'm getting more and more interested in shorts, but we'll see. We'll let the 15-minute orb finalize. Let it do its thing. I don't trade the first 15 minutes pretty much ever, never. Won't be different today as well. Let's see where this orb finalizes, what the market wants to do after it. Patience is what pays money in this game. Let's put our anchored VWAP. We are inside yesterday orb. What's up, Stuart Lucas? It's going good. Nothing too exciting, nothing bad as well. I've been fighting earlier with the tax. I have no idea how you guys, is tax like volatile? The problem for me with all the EU markets and everything, it seems kind of slow. I like markets where I can risk as small as possible and still make money, and NQ gives it to me. I can risk 1 micro, which is nothing, make my 300 and be a happy boy. Let's see, this orb is getting juicy. It's getting bearish, but we're gonna have some. Ooh, what's going on here? In the VWAP activation bands too. Juicy. But guys, there are some. This mid round neither too slow or fast. Just jump in with 3 micros, made quick 100, risky. Nah, it's the more closer you are to the opening when you're trading, the more risky it is. But guys, there is something very bearish developing in this market. This RSI on a weekly time frame with divergence, we made higher highs, last all-time high on a weekly basis. And we have high time frames losing that 65 RSI that should keep us bullish. The technicals are a little bit saying to me that we are reaching the top of this market. I'm not saying this is going to be the top for the next few months, but there is a high chance based on the technicals that we might see more bearish May than it was April. April was super bullish. but the high time frame is turning into bearish. So we'll see. We're still at all-time highs. That means price is in its discovery mode, right? We can make new all-time high anytime. Until there is all-time high confirmed, meaning we retest it at least one time, I would say. And it holds. We don't cross the all-time high anymore. Then it's an all-time high, right? Right now, the all-time high is more like a local high. It's the high we made. And it's few days old. APV, what's going on? But I'm telling you guys, there is something really bearish cooking on a higher time frame. So we might get a nice dip in, since it's very high time frame, it takes time to develop, right? I'm talking weekly and daily. It might take few days, few weeks to develop, but if it keeps developing like this, we might have a very bearish May. Tony Robbins, are you going to be around for the Bowel shit show? Maybe, we'll see. I'm not gonna stream until then. Maybe I'll take a break and come back. We'll see. I don't think I'm gonna trade Bowel shit show in any way. We can do a little bit watch party. But in terms of trading, I don't trade high impact news. We did last time, you know, when Bowel was last time on, we did the new combine and we made money with new combine when Bowel was speaking. We did like more like a fun stream where we traded combine. Maybe we do that. Maybe. Let's see, we have 7 more minutes. I have 7 more minutes to this market. Do we have any spammers? No. Good. If you trade Bowel speech, get your CS clause on. Yeah. No, I don't think there is a point of trading Bowel speech. Last time it was really choppy as well. It wasn't volatile. So maybe today is gonna be more volatile. Last time Bowel was speaking, it was really slow compared to his average. But maybe this is the last time Bowel is speaking in FOMC, right? The next FOMC we have the new chairman. So maybe the market will show some love for the Bowel, the coated fair chairman. Absolute goat, no? Will we go retest? My question right now is, will we go retest 200 EMA on 1 hour? Which would be, it's quite in the same, oh, it is in the same place as daily 9 EMA. I think daily 9 EMA is in the same place. Don't get it twisted, it is. Daily 9 EMA in the same place where 200 EMA is. I think it's gonna act as a magnet maybe, if we're gonna have more downside pressure. I think this 200 EMA plus daily 9 EMA, do we have anything else on this level? Not really. So we have daily and weekly, daily 9 EMA, 100 EMA on 1 hour. So this can be a choiciest zone. This is the old support as well. On ES it's quite similar. So if we start dumping, this 26,900, 27. This area here, I think is a fair target if you're shorting this. I think we're gonna get some bounce from there or some reaction to EMAs clashing, one of them really high time frame EMA as well. Might get some action from there. We are still inside yesterday orb as well. Again, I don't expect market to be super crazy before the evening, before Bowel, I think Bowel speech will be so, but I think the earnings, we have Google, we have I think Microsoft, those will be juicy. I think the aftermarket will be absolute crazy. But If Powell says something bearish, right now the thing is, we are not anymore at all-time highs. If we were at all-time highs, I wouldn't be surprised if someone would ask in the Powell Q&A, what does he think about the markets? He doesn't usually comment the markets, but he has said sometimes that the prices are a little bit high and that market didn't like it last time. So there is all kinds of possibilities. I wouldn't trade it. Trump shenanigans, chairman could be wild. Yeah, but Powell was also appointed by Trump last time. So maybe the voting system that they have for the Fed chairman will stay not as corrupt as some other parties in the government. NQ going against ES. It's hard to say what they want to do before the earnings. Intel earnings came out, was super bullish, took Intel 25-30% higher. I don't think they're gonna push Google 20% higher. I don't have Google here. We have a few more minutes. Let me check. What are they doing? What's Google doing? All-time highs. Google is really solid company as well. They never miss earnings. We have 2 more minutes before I can start trading. 2 more minutes before we can start trading. Let's see. It's Tuesday, my guys. No, it's not Tuesday. It's Wednesday. I don't know why I'm calling it Tuesday. It's Wednesday. It's a big Wednesday. It's probably one of the biggest Wednesdays for the next month in terms of what we're gonna have in the later today. Snitch is dumping. Regarding previous week BOC, do you prefer to use the 5-minute chart, 15-minute chart, or maybe 1 hour? When I'm looking at the weekly BOC, 1 hour is enough. Bro, this is looking juicy. What the fuck is going on? Everything is dumping, NQ is not dumping. This is a little bit strange. It's a little bit telling me to short. We have 1 more minute. But I don't dislike the shorts here. Wait. Okay, we finalized the orb. What's the new 15-minute gonna do? We have some news. BOC rate decision. Okay. It's interesting. NQ is holding the VWAP. Man, I think I'm gonna jump into shorts. I like this. It looks like a cheap short for me as well. I like the idea of shorts here. We'll see where we protect it. I like the idea of cheap short here. Where is the... Wait, I need to adjust this chart. The orb high is here. This is yesterday's orb. I think I'm gonna protect myself above the orb, above VWAP. Yeah. This looks like good enough for me. Let's see, yes, he's not taking. See what the rest of the market is doing. I really like how Russell is leading the race. I really like it, but I might get stopped out before NQ dumps. I was kind of afraid of it because NQ is a little bit stronger right now, but I like still how Russell is dumping. You want Russell to lead the dump, but I might get stopped out before the real dump. We'll see. Even if I will get stopped out, I will probably short this again, to be honest. ES is dumping nicely. It's just a matter of fact if NQ wants to grab some highs before it follows everything else, right? But this is looking juicy. Where's the 15-minute EMA? 206. We'll see if NQ wants to go higher before it dumps, because everything else is dumping. That's a nice sign for short. What's up, cool kids? What is going on, WeWeb? Charles, what's going on? We're in a short, little bit taking heat right now, nothing major. But NQ is kind of going against everything else, so might get stopped out on this one. Everything else is super heavy except NQ. Yeah, ES is so much more heavy, huh? That's 10 points from my entry. Let's get it. Now, NQ is looking really the opposite of the market. NQ is grinding highs. That's kind of what I was afraid before I entered this trade. I thought NQ behavior is kind of, it takes out the highs before it continues, but we'll see what's gonna happen at the orb high. The VWAP is 10 points. I might get stopped out and then it will dump heavy, you know? Because ESC is looking the yeah, I think I'm stopped out on the first trade. It's the first trade. Yeah, it's gonna stop me out. But I'm willing to short this again, to be honest. Little bit better location on the new short, probably. Because the rest of the market is not thinking the same as NQ. ES is looking heavy. Russell is looking heavy too. The only thing is NQ is a little bit stronger than everything else. Do we have any news? I don't think so, no. Meli, what is going on? What's up, Meli? If NQ makes new highs and we get some kind of divergence, I would love that, even if I get stopped out from the first one. So far, we are holding 15-minute EMA. My stop is right above this. I think there is a lot of decisions here. We'll see. NQ is looking stronger than everything else, which is good. Which is good for shorts. Everything is about trade location. Orb high rejecting us. MC channel, what's going on? Happy Wednesday, my people. Juicy reaction from Orb High, very similar to yesterday. If NQ starts following the market now, that would be juicy. But I don't get good vibes from NQ right now. The way it's way stronger than the rest of the market. Let's see. No tunes. I chose whatever is copyright free. I wanted new playlists in terms of copyright free. That's what YouTube gave me. It's whatever this is, that's what's playing. Yeah, now I'm stopped out probably. Yeah, this is looking like it's gonna take the orb high any second as well, because ES is changing really quickly. We have 4-hour candle closing. You know, I would happily actually take another short on this. I see the vision short for short still, the way the rest of the market is looking. It was low. You can put a little bit louder so it's not only me who is listening it. Yeah, I think I'm stopped out. Give some like, it's free, yeah, bastards. You ain't wrong. Likes are free. No, not much things in life, but likes are free. What a week on NQ, huh? Let's see, this is 4-hour opening juicy. What we have, 5 minutes until this 4-hour. For my next trade, I will probably wait for the new 4-hour open to see what side it wants to open up to. ES took out New York VWAP as well. This is looking more pumpy now, definitely. The question is where does it want to go? That 1-hour candle looks criminal. That 1-hour candle looks criminal. Likes are free, smiles cost a lot more. True that. True that. I felt a little bit that maybe I'm jumping a little bit early into this short. That's fine. I'm gonna find a new trade. Lost trade is just statistics. We have 4-hour candle openings, so be ready for some choppy chop. I think we're gonna take out one of those highs before we actually reverse on NQ. It's just the NQ personality. It's just the way NQ sometimes moves. Nice video breakdowns, by the way. So you had uploaded another model. You know, it's so hard. I have a little bit ADHD, and it's so hard to explain the most simple things. It's so fucking hard. It's like explaining EMAs, RSI divergence, even 15-minute orb divergence, like things that are more complicated for newer trader are so much harder for me to are so much easier for me to explain, because that, like, it makes me think. If I explain RSI divergence, if I break down what I look for EMAs, how those things align and everything. If I'm explaining like candlesticks, trend lines, you know, the simple stuff, and you need to know those simple stuff if you're like beginner. And again, like the whole idea of this trading framework series is kind of, we have 2 minutes until this 4-hour candle opens, by the way. The whole idea for this framework is like, once it gets complicated, it's easier for me to kind of, I know that you know those basic things, whether it's how the candles close, why there is a trend line, why there was maybe, I don't know, market changed directions and so on. So it's really hard for me to explain simple things. I think a little bit because I have ADHD as well. I don't really, it's hard for me to put myself explaining things that I don't even think about, right? I don't think about how candlesticks work, how there is a bull flag, bear flag. Like, the more you learn in trading, the more automatic these things come, like in terms of how you see them. I think this new 4-hour candle will stop me out. It's too close to my stop loss with new 4-hour opening. It's way too close. We'll see, maybe I'm a little bit lucky, but it's the fact that we are opening 4-hour candle in 25 seconds, and it's 20 points from my stop loss, if even that. Yeah, I think I'm stopped. We have 14 seconds. Man, that orb high short would be so much better. The stop would be so much wider. And there is the 4-hour opening. There is the 4-hour opening. I think we're gonna come grab those highs. We'll see if this 5-minute closes into the orb, but now the way the market is developing, I think we can grab those highs. Those are pre-market highs as well. Some stops are above there, and so on. We'll see. I am still in this trade. Dynam, what's up? I love high time frame trend lines. Those bull traps happen all the time. They do, right? High time frame trend lines are no joke. They are amazing, especially if you trade small time frames. You have a high time frame trend line, and then you see price approaching on 5-minute, 15-minute, even, I don't know, 1 minute if you're 1-minute trader. You can get a good idea if that trend line will hold or not hold. Wait, guys, someone is calling me. Give me 1 second. I am back, boys. We're still in this trade by an inch. We're still in this trade by an inch. I can't believe I wasn't stopped out. That's a close one. Let's see how this 5-minute candle, develops. Drop some likes, of course. Listen to the steward. Steward is experienced trader. He knows what he's talking about. Drop some likes. Likes are free. Likes are free. Nice reaction on 15-minute 9 a.m. Edo. Because you're never stopped out, you ain't wrong. But I get stopped so many times on the stream. In the beginning, it felt pressure to lose in the stream. But if you take a lot of good trades, then you're like, it balances it out, right? Or when I was doing the Topstep record with the green streak, oh my days. Oh my god, you know what happened yesterday? Do you remember that I took one trade yesterday on Topstep TV, right? And I wanted to fucking finish with one trade. And you know what happened? I was on the combine and I was like, okay, let me take a quick scalp on the combine with 10 micros. Of course, this account was open, so I lost a little bit. But the green streak stayed. But I was like, I entered with 10 micros. I'm like, I'm gonna take a quick scalp, like 300, 400. What is 20 points, right? And then I entered and I was like, oh shit, I'm in like XFA. And then I was like, should I hold it or should I not hold it? Then I was like, nah, I don't want to fucking, if it goes into my stop loss, I take minus 400 for no reason because I misclicked on the wrong account, you know? It didn't make sense. But it was a scary moment for one moment. Trading is a lonely business at home. It is. But after being in social sales roles most of my life, I love being antisocial. Ran, what's up? Good afternoon. I love being antisocial. Like speaking with you guys, making content, that's not antisocial for me. But in terms of like trading, I don't need to speak with anyone. I don't need to have meetings. I will choose trading every single time. Like if you've been in sales, you probably know the feeling really well. Sales is constant meetings, speaking with people. It's I enjoy not speaking with people, not selling them anything, not convincing them to have a meeting with me and so on. Super similar setup to yesterday, by the way. I'm looking on my left monitor on this chart. Yesterday we didn't go outside of the orb, I think. I'm not sure. It's true, I worked in corporate US and it's overrated. Oh, corporate is the worst in my opinion. I've been in corporate as well. And I would say it's quite US corporate. I was working in Google, so Google is they bring, like even if you work in Europe in Google, they bring very American culture to Europe as well. But it's very corporate. Why is it that you keep trading on props instead of just with your own capital since you're clearly making plenty? You want to know why? Because I don't need to risk a lot to make a lot. And I'll give you really as crystal clear example as possible. So the green streak, we know, right? We know it is what it is, right? we're making records. That's that. But I want to show you something that will show you why I trade prop firms. This is the profit streak. This is the green streak. As you see, 113 days. The highest day is how much money I have made on this prop firm account since November. It's not a lot. See, it's okay. 20.5, right? Now there is one thing. If I will trade my live account, I would have 20,000. But I'll give you really easy reason why I trade prop anytime I don't have large capital on my own. I have made 20.5 and I've taken 50,000 to my bank account from this 20,000. Do you see how the math is not mathing? Doesn't make sense, no? You make 20.5 in total and you take out to your bank account 50,000. That's why I trade prop firms, because I can copy trade accounts. I don't need to trade bigger size accounts. If this trade hits, for example, for $200, I am up 600 for a day. So in real life capital, if you want to make 600 per day, it's not so much to risk, but it is a little bit to risk, right? Now, if you want to scale up in your live account, which you kind of need to do if your balance is growing, then you will risk more to try to make more. In prop firms or with prop accounts, I don't need to size up ever. I can just make more accounts, make the same 200. Let's say now I have 10 accounts that copy trade each other. If I have 10 accounts, I'm gonna make 2,000 from one trade with one micro. So until you have real capital, I don't pay anything to prop firms monthly. If you only pay for evaluation. But I think about it in a way that instead of sizing up my trades, I size up account quantity. Because if I size up account quantity, that means that I can keep risking the same, which is minimum 1, 2, 3 micros. Sometimes I go crazy, I break my rules, happens, right? But I will never, like, for me to make 2,000, I don't need to start trading one mini. I just need, I don't know, 5 more accounts, 6 more accounts. And you feel secure enough that you will not ever hit your MLL. Well, if I'm gonna hit my MLL, let's say I lose these accounts. It's entirely possible. I can go on a losing streak, lose those accounts. The amount of money that I have taken out from those prop firms, let's say 5 accounts is what, $500 if I pass them the first time. Sometimes you can go on a streak. Like, the problem of scaling accounts is when you buy a lot of accounts all together and you don't even get to fund it, you don't gonna you're not gonna get funded and you're not gonna get to payout. Then, like, I never recommend anyone starting with 5 accounts, 10 accounts, and so on, right? I always recommend that start with 1 account, take payout, and then invest that money into. But what I'm trying to say is, even if I hit MLL on these accounts, I've taken fucking 50,000 to my bank account. I'm okay recycling, investing that 500 into new 5 accounts and starting to do it again. Like, what I do with prop firms is I track my spend, how much money I put in evaluations, how much money I put, how much money I take out, my payout and my deposits. So, and also, if you're not trading Forex or CFDs, the amount of capital for you to trade even 1 micro is, I think, 4,500 in Europe, in most brokers. Like, when we talk about, like, legit big brokers that you can trust and hold your money, you need like 4.5 to move 1 micro. 1 mini, I think, is 45,000. Of course, you can trade Forex as well. You can start with 100 as well. But if you want to trade futures, completely different ballgame. Options also is cheaper, right? Whether you trade options or futures. I think I'm gonna lose this trade. I don't like how ES is developing at all. I think it's gonna stop me out. I might close this early. We'll see how ES reacts to the orb high, but this is not looking good. 4K for 1 micro doesn't sound right. Google Futures margin requirements in Europe. You do need 4K to move 1 micro. You need to have at least 4K balance. I think Ninja Trader gives you a little bit cheaper, but it's still 3.5. 1 mini is 42,000 as a margin. If ES closes this 5 minute above orb high, I'm gonna close this trade. I'm gonna take my loser. Mikal, if you find me a European futures program, I'm not talking about CFDs. Don't confuse Forex. Forex is completely different thing. But if you want to trade my contracts, futures contracts, let's see how ES does. We have, okay, good. I have 1 minute to decide what I want to do with this trade. I want to see how this 15 minute closes 9 EMA, how 5 minute closes. $100 1 mini on US. It's not possible. 1 mini. That's what, 1 point, 2 points, and your capital is gone. That doesn't make sense. I don't think you can even move 1 micro with 100, even in US. It's just, you're gonna have margin call quite immediately, because 1 micro is 50 points. 50 points is $100. So you're gonna be liquidated in one trade. Is it really $100 for 1 micro? Europe has good rules in my opinion. Oh, of course, Europe is very, I mean, it might look strict, but I mean, we have healthcare. Right? When you get fired, you can get some time, you know. 1 micro, 100% margin requirement. Of course, you need more capital to trade that. God damn. 2 controlling Europe. What do you mean 2 controlling in Europe? I don't feel controlled at all as well. I agree with Stuart. What is being controlled? If you mean by controlling that they control that we're not gonna have same food as you have in US, then I'm fine with it. We have less cancer-inducing chemicals in our Pringles. I'm fine with that control. I don't like how NQ is developing at all. But some laws are crazy in EO at the moment. Which one? I agree with you, but I want to understand what law is too controlling in Europe. Because if you open Instagram, if you open conspiracies and everything, everyone is like, oh, you're being controlled, you're being controlled. How though? ES didn't close above the, but I still think this market wants to grind higher, to be honest. Let's see, ES is dancing with the VWAP. Ninja Trader typically requires 100 intraday margin to trade 1 micro E-mini. In Europe, Basil, every time I do money laundry laws, I mean, everything is moving into digital. It's not only in Europe, right? I do dislike the whole ditch the cash and everything is digital, and you go into some places and you want to pay cash. Too much control over people, which shouldn't be their business. But the question is like, are you actually feeling it? Like the one thing that I never understood is like, if you want to be listened, if you want to be watched, they could have done it for the last 20 years. They can switch your car, they can switch on listening device in your car, in your TV, even probably your microwave. That's been not the last 10 years, but for the last 20 years. The one thing that I never understood is like, if you are just an average human, how does it change your life if someone is listening or not? Because I promise you, there is not a single person who wants to listen what you are doing. There can be AIs, which is completely different thing, which is much more dangerous, or it's much more privacy concerning, that you have AI detecting keywords in your speech, and that's completely different topic, right? There I see how it really starts fucking with the average person. If you talk about control, there's like, we are not interesting enough for someone to sit in a room with headphones on and listen you talk. That's just people being oversaturated, overthinking that they are the main character. No one gives a fuck about the average person. If you live a normal life, the whole control thing and everything is like, if you get manipulated by stupid shit, you are stupid one, you know? Like, if you believe news in Facebook from random source and that makes you mad that you see something, not yet, bro, but in few years, if they won't let you buy a steak because you had too much meat this week, don't be surprised. I don't. Issue is not that in few years, if okay, Nick, you posted good message. I don't know why it got deleted, but I'm gonna tell you one thing. Why I kinda disagree. In terms of them having possibility to listen you at any time. First of all, for me, I don't do anything that special. Then it's, how to say, for them to have possibility to listen anyone at any given moment, that's been like this since, I don't know, for a long time. This is something not that came with iPhones or new technology. That existed long time ago. But I also see the benefit. There is a bigger chance that they will catch someone who wants to fucking blow up a Christmas market, right? So I see why there is possibility to listen you at any time, because it's also like, I don't want to go to Christmas market and someone fucking, explode. EU going downhill so quickly, it's sad. But as a EU citizen, I read it all the time. I don't feel it. I don't feel EU going down. Like, I feel that inflation is out of control, the prices are going higher and higher. But tell me a place where it's not. Tell me where prices are not out of control. Mikael, at the same time they use your taxes to bring people who want to blow up No, immigration is completely different. The immigration problem we have in EU, I agree. If I go to Sweden, I'm from Estonia, Sweden, Finland, those countries looked completely different 20 years ago. I've traveled to those countries as their Estonian neighbor countries, very easy to go. Been there a million times, but go do normal job and you will. I have a normal job. I've been working all my life. I still don't see how. The thing is, it's union silliness, but EU is not one country. There's been many cases where countries say no, we're not gonna do it. I lived in UK and I saw this shit. But UK is not even in EU anymore. Poland still holding, but for how long? But what's wrong with Spain, for example? They have Airbnb problem and so on. But what's wrong with Spain? What's wrong with Portugal? What's wrong with Finland? What's wrong with Latvia, Lithuania, Estonia? I'm trying to understand, like, what is the downhill? Inflation? Yeah. The thing with immigration is no one wants to come to Estonia. We don't have immigrants. We don't have any benefit for immigrant. Have you been in these countries lately? Yeah, I travel a lot. I travel a lot. It's just like, you also need to understand that I understand where those things come from, but everything is not black and white, and if you follow any topic, it's easy to see only black and white. There is either everything is super good, and then you will see content that shows that everything is really good in Europe, or you see content that everything is really bad. Neither of them are right. The one side is, I'm waiting before I enter to my next trade. I don't see anything in this market that excites me. It looks like a little bit orb breakout, but ES is struggling. If ES closes candle above orb, I might jump into long. Mikkel, where do you live now? Immigrants provide a lot for countries, labor, jobs, more competitive wages. What's wrong with immigration? Yeah, immigration is good, but illegal immigration is not good. That there is a huge difference. Huge difference. Immigration is inside Europe as well, right? If I go from Estonia to live in Sweden, that's immigration as well. I worked in Dublin for a few years. It's the problem is illegal immigrants and the way they come in. That's where I see a big problem as well. Illegal immigration is bad, yeah, exactly. That's a completely different topic. But in Estonia, we don't get neither illegal or legal immigrants. It's just because, like, think about it. You don't get any benefits. Our wages are small anyway. And then we also, the weather is really fucking bad. So we don't get either. Well, let's see. I want to find a new trade. We got a little bit sidetracked with little discussion. But I don't think everything is so black and white. I think there are some things that are super black, like Epstein files. The thing is, they make it impossible to achieve legal status. Yeah, depends on the country as well. But I see your point there as well. I've been told Estonia is a peaceful place. Yeah, Estonia is really quiet, really peaceful. Are you still on winning streak? Yeah. I mean, in Australia, they blame all the house prices increases. Like, one thing I will say about everything we discussed, I do agree that everything is fucked. Like, everything is kind of fucked, you know? But there is not one problem that is fucked. It feels like everything is absolutely fucked sometimes. I'm in Australia, blame all the house price increases immigrants. Like, what is fucked is exactly what you just said. House prices is fucked. Inflation is fucked. Like, those things are really fucked, right? Those things are like what you actually feel. Yeah, I think these are like the main two things, that it's impossible to own a house in our generation. You need to be crazy rich to own a house. Apartments soon as well. Man, Australia is so freaking beautiful. I've never been to Australia, but you know, it's funny when I travel and people ask where I'm from and I say Estonia, they always, oh, Australia. I was like, no, my accent, it's Estonia. Estonia, you're close to Russia? Yeah. I mean, my girlfriend is from Brazil, right? And my girlfriend moved to Estonia and her parents are like, oh my God, you're gonna be in Estonia, it's next to Russia. It's like, relax. Since I've been alive, I've been listening to the same thing from TV and radio. Tomorrow Russia is gonna invade. Tomorrow this. It's like, the way I see the whole Estonia being so close to Russia is, first thing, Russia is super beautiful country. Their people are really beautiful. If you go inside the Russia, people in Russia are amazing. It's the governments who make them look bad, right? And every country has its own group of people who are a little bit worse than the average. But like, I don't see the Russia threat as everyone in the media says. You know why? Because Estonia is so small. You think there's a Russian government, the biggest country on earth, thinking about like, this Estonia, this is so small. I don't know, we have 250 kilometers from one side of the country to another. That's our priority. I don't think they even think about this. Come to South Africa, Henrico. We have 3K subs, but did we hit 3K subs? Did we hit 3K subs? Holy shit. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do giveaway. If you need to be in the Discord to be, oh my God, we have 3K subs, boys. All governments are bad, just some are less bad than others. Russia, Estonia, not choicy? That's true. We have 82 people watching. We hit 3K subs. Come on, put some likes on the streams. Come on, this is a special moment. Holy shit. I don't know what to do now. I've never been in this situation. Should we put some celebration music? I don't know what celebration. What's copyright free music celebration? Holy shit, we hit 3K subs. I don't have anything to do that celebrates it. I don't know what to do. I'm not your typical YouTuber. It's my first time here. I'm learning with you guys. But guys, come on, thank you. I hope you guys enjoyed the journey to here. Whether you found me at 1 sub, 200 subs, 1000 subs, or you just joined. There's a lot of cool content coming. We're gonna keep everything the same. We're never gonna sell a course. We're never gonna sell signals. What else? Indicators. We're gonna stay the same. The community is grown, man. That's fucking awesome. You guys made my day. We have fucking 3K subs. That's crazy. You know, I told this, and sorry if I'm repeating the story, but when I started YouTube, I was like, fuck it. I want to do it. I want to capture my own journey, so I have videos to look over and be like, you know, I'm 50 years old. I have shitloads of videos of younger me, and YouTube is an amazing place to store that. And of course, I wanted to show what I know about markets, because I thought, like, if I show it, it helps someone. And I really, I swear it to my family life. I really thought in my head, I started in August, right? We are almost in May. I started in August, and then I thought to myself, if at the same time next year, if I'm gonna have 100 subscribers, that would be fucking cool. I had no idea we're gonna have 3,000 subs in. That's crazy. Do you speak, understand any Russian? A little bit. Heard there is a decent amount of people who can speak Russian in Estonian, but don't know. Yeah, we have like almost 40%, like 35 or almost 40, almost half the country has like the mother language Russian. There's a lot of Russian speaking people. What, you don't look that old? It's because I shaved. No, I'm 29. I always want to say 28, you know, at some point, like, your birthdays go like this. Let's see, we coming to Viva Activation bands. You know, I still like shorts at some point. Wait, we might make a choicy diversion soon. Found you from Reddit and subscribe on your first stream. Let's go. Never change. The only thing that's gonna change is the background. We are leveling up. Let's see. I don't want to finish with this trade. At some point you will be so old you have to start doing math to figure out your own age, haha. Man, but wouldn't it be kind of beautiful ending to this green streak to finish it today? You know, yesterday I was really thinking that I need to kind of end this green streak. It's really not doing anything good for me. Like what else? We made the Topstep record. You see, it switched to 0 because we are right now red. 113 days. How many months? I don't know. 6 months. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 months. We did 6 months of 0 red days. Now we have 3,000 subscribers. End it on minus $1. I mean, I might end it on minus $300 if I take one more losing trade. But at some point I need to call it quits. Break streak for 3k sub celebration. Might not be the worst idea. We have a lot of time to find another trade. I believe that this green streak limits your profit potential. It's not even belief, it's a fact. It's a fact, 100%. But we might be making a nice divergence. We'll see what happens when NQ takes out these highs. We might be making a nice divergence. You see how far ES is from those highs? The only thing about green streak is whether I end it on my own stream or on Topstep stream. But at some point I'm gonna do a lockout and we say that's it. I'm gonna just hit the lockout button. We take our first red day and then I wanna see what happens after that. I think you either have to ride it to 3,000 or minus 3,000. Yeah, it's either liquidated or not liquidated, right? After my last payout, my balance is like 2.9, so 3,000 will be liquidation of the accounts as well. I don't want to end my green streak with liquidation. That would be a little bit stretch. Okay, let's see. NQ is approaching those highs, which I kind of saw coming once it started closing into my stop loss. let's see what happens at those highs, because we are creating nasty divergence. ES is very far behind, so we either gonna make divergence, trying to maintain green streak in front of everyone is a lot of pressure. Yeah, that's also like, I don't want this green streak to be, I don't know, my, like, yeah, it's, if it finishes, I can return into more normal trading. I can take more risks where I feel like it. Right now I don't take so many risks sometimes, because I feel like if I fuck up the risk trade, it's gonna fuck up my green streak, you know, these kind of things. And like, we broke the record, we are above the previous record, 113 days. I think it's gonna take a lot of time for someone to claim this record on Topstep. I didn't extend it by 1 day, I extended it by 2 weeks of trading, even 3 weeks. So good luck whoever ever gonna try to reclaim the record. I think it's not gonna be easy. I know it's not gonna be easy. But absolutely, I still want to trade today. I'm not gonna call it yet, but if the next trade is red, I might call it today. Like, why? You know, there's been so many days I finished the stream, I'm in red, and then I don't trade for 2 hours, and then I start trading only to make it back into green, to have the calendar going. That's what I don't want. Like, that's one of the biggest things that I want to get rid. I think you should man up and keep it going as long as possible. Not with the same kind of mindset that was when we were approaching the record. Do you think it will go back to the orb low? Today, yes. In the next 2 hours, I don't know. I think today can bring everything. Today we can see all-time high with Powell's speech. We can see complete dump. We can see -2% day. We can see everything today. Today is one of the craziest days in the markets. Not right now, but in 3 hours. We have another spammer in Discord. Thank you, guys. Like, look, I'll show you one thing. Okay, this one I can ban. Sometimes I can't even fucking ban them. Deleted all the messages. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Buffer. But I'm interested, what is divergence? I will be open to take divergence trade, and also NQ got rejected at the VWAP activation bands. I think there's a nice short cooking, and I'm not saying this that it will work out 100%, but I think we go higher. I think we go a little bit higher as well. But if we get into this VWAP activation bands, then I don't believe in the first reaction, but at the same time, like, what I'm expecting from the market is range market before tonight, before Powell hits the stage. I have a feeling Powell should make things bearish, and whatever he says he's about to leave, and everyone knows he's against Trump. There is some truth to what you said, but Powell is a man of dignity, you know? Like, that's why I love Powell. He seems like a real one. I think the amount of corruption offers he receives, and amount of corruption is like how much corruption is tried to kind of seduce him. What he's doing it at his level, and how he's staying quite true to what he's supposed to do. At least that's how he's either amazing actor, but I think Powell is a really good what he does, and he has a lot of integrity, and I think that keeps him from being, you know, the stubborn bitch. But I see the vision. I see it happening as well. It's like, fuck, Powell is out, fuck Trump. His resistance to corruption is the reason he's out. You ain't wrong. He's not against Trump, he's just not Trump's rubber stamp. Yeah, but I think like with some things, you know, the Fed building and everything that was going on with Trump, I think like a little bit he's the type of guy who he doesn't do stuff that are against Trump. He doesn't, as you said, he doesn't do anything that he's a Trump puppet as well. But I think like when he goes to sleep, he's like, fuck's sake. Life could be easier, you know? We're gonna miss him. I think we as a traders, we're gonna miss him. He's been amazing. Amazing guy, and I liked him as a... I don't think there's a lot of traders who disliked Powell. Unless you were in a position and then he fucked it. Another scammer in the Discord? You guys think I'm not gonna ban them? Ban, boom, out. They are getting busier, huh? He does his job by the numbers. Yeah, exactly. He's like the human AI. He reads what he sees. He sees what he sees. He does what he does based on the numbers he sees. You understand? I'm interested to see. I think we're gonna... Man, I've been shorting before. They're coming to congratulate you on the 3K subs. I've been shorting before on the first touch on the Viva activation bands, and every time I got tracked, so that's making me feel more patient. What's the time? 15 minutes. I think we have room to go into those Viva activation bands, and then I will be okay taking another try at shorts, because ES is looking weak. Not like weak, but at the same time, it looks a little bit weak. Let's see. We still haven't taken out those highs. I want NQ to take out those highs. We maybe have 360 as a level as well. Wait, the music ran out. Give me a second, guys. It's gonna come back. I like the chill music, huh? I like the chill music. How you guys like the chill music? Lofi hip hop playlist. Let me see. Copyright free. What is copyright free? Best background. Okay, let's put this one. Let's try. Hope it's good. But NQ is looking super strong for the market. How did you manage to get them side by side? It always just matches the two charts. So the first thing is you click here, right? You choose your layout. This one is for just two of them. And or if you want the all indexes, it's this one, 4 of them. And then you click on one side, and then you can change only this side. You need to like click on that side, and then it gives you man, it looks impossible that we're not gonna take those highs. We're gonna take those highs, right? Of course we're gonna take those highs. I'm on Topstep. Yeah, I always recommend get the trading view. That's the only thing I always recommend spending money on. But you need to always, I would always wait with the trading view for Black Friday, and I think there's some discounts more. But Black Friday, I always buy my trading view on Black Friday. They give you a nice discount. You get like I pay like $400 for a year. Just look at Topstep stream. Dakota is up 4.5k. God damn. So you only use Topstep for order entry? Yeah. All my charting here, and then orders. And this market wants me to do something. The first view activation band touch is not what I want to see for the perfect short, but it's looking like it wants to play out. We'll see. Hope I'm not gonna miss a good short, because it looks like a good short. The way ES looks like compared to NQ, but we really don't. We have divergence with those highs, right? You see those highs? We have divergence with those highs. So maybe that's it, right? If you don't see what I'm seeing, it's this one. But we are so close to the other highs. Do we really not take them? I think we're gonna take them. Did you purchase TradingView data feed for futures? Yeah, it's like $5, maybe $6 per month. Every year, same time, Black Friday. The code is on Combine. Oh, he made the maximum profit. Combine is... Combine trading though is always a little bit easier. I'm not taking away anything from the code. It's nice to see him win. Let's see. Could it be bull flag forming? We will see in a bit. I think we're gonna close this hourly bullish. You know what I've noticed? If hourly candle is bullish, then this time, like 20 minutes before the candle close, you get the chop, and then the hourly candle closes bullish. We'll see. I still wanted to take these highs. Are we really not gonna take those highs? Wait. Look at the divergence on the 4 hour. ES got rejected 9 EMA on 4 hour. NQ is above it. That's ES is getting rejected from where NQ fly past. That's an interesting. Same with 1 hour. A lot of divergences between ES and NQ. We are not in competition with each other. No, the only competition in trading is yourself. You're not competing with me, and you're not competing with anyone else. You're not also competing with anyone's liquidity. You know, some comments is like, oh, you are my liquidity. Okay, it's $1 trillion market. But man, I really want to jump shorts here. The way ES is reacting, come on NQ, take those highs, come on, give me a little bit better. The battle with yourself is the hardest to overcome. Yeah, trading is consistent battle with yourself. It is consistent battle with yourself. Man, ES and NQ have divergences on EMAs, on highs, on everything. Look 200 EMA on 5 minutes. Look 200 EMA on 5 minutes on NQ. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. Are we really gonna not go into the view activation bands? I've seen it before. As soon as I enter, we go into those wave activation bands. But the divergences make me want to go short so much. Look NQ compared to the rest of the markets. Let me put 1 hour so you really see it. NQ is the fake out artist, I'm not gonna lie. NQ looks super strong against everything else. Oh, this is inviting me to short so much. If ES closes below the VWAP, I'm gonna go short. If not, because every green candle on ES will push NQ higher, and NQ is strong. Although Nvidia is down 1%, Meta is break even. Palantir 3.7, Apple a little bit down. This is, I don't, like, as I said in the beginning of the stream, I don't expect range day before tonight. I really don't expect range day. So I see the vision for shorts. I think shorts are much cheaper here. But the highs, those highs are super close. And NQ likes to fake out a lot. And this is looking... every other index is fading as well. Let's see. I really want NQ to take out these highs. You see, every green candle on NQ is getting bought. Every green candle on ES is super bullish on NQ. I'm locked in right now. I'm ready to trade, but we're really not gonna go into VWAP deviation bands. Let's see if ES can press NQ a little bit higher. I think there is amazing short opportunity, but it needs a little bit more patience if you want really good entry. And we are in a bull flag on NQ. On ES, not so much. Yeah, on ES, not so much. On NQ, we are... goddamn. Does bull flag work on a 1 minute best for the higher time frames, like 5 minutes? So in 1 minute you're gonna just have more bull flags, right? If I go on a 1 minute, there is a bull flag here, there is a bull flag here, there is a bull flag here. So it depends, like this is a bull flag, right? This is a bull flag, right? Every consolidation. So it's about how often do you want to see them, you know? Even this one is bull flag. Like in 1 minute, if it's a really bullish trend, then every single small consolidation is a bull flag. Now if I go on a 5 minute, this is the first bull flag we are making. So it depends how much you want to see them. I would always start by finding bull flags on 1 hour, 4 hours if it's possible, even daily, right? You don't trade them, but they give you good zones where you have support resistance as a trend line. And then you can kind of follow the pattern on 1 minute as well. But this on 1 minute is just probably forming right now 15-minute or 5-minute bull flag. So it depends where do you wanna, how much you wanna see them and what time frame you're trading. If you're trading 1 minute, you're just gonna see them a lot. If you're trading on 5 minutes, then you need to wait longer, right? We don't have any bull flags going up before this one right now, we are making right now. So it's just the context, because again, on 1 minute there is a bull flag, even this is a bull flag, right? And now we are in a 5-minute bull flag. I like to wait at least 5 minutes. I made a flag now on 1 minute and it's stepping perfectly. It's amazing to kind of see the trend continuation, right? But the way ES is looking, guys, I want to short this so much. NQ is looking really heavy. I think I'm okay taking a little bit of heat and then adding few more contracts and then being this as my last trade. That's what I'm thinking. The ES is looking, if ES closes any candle below this VWAP, this purple one, I think I'm gonna go in. As long as ES doesn't close it, I think it's too early to short. ES is losing EMAs, NQ is not even close. I'm in short already. I think it's not wrong to short from here. You're so goddamn close for those highs. So goddamn close. We came 2 points away from those highs. Let's see, the hourly candle is closing now. Let's see. I think NQ has a strength to take out these highs. NQ can make one small push higher before the drop. That's what I'm waiting for as well, because ES is looking so heavy that I want to short this so badly. Now if ES starts to being strong and we start really bullish, let's see, the volume also on ES is supporting selling. We have 2 minutes. ES is still, like, the only thing is ES still above the VWAP. NQ VWAP is almost 100 points away, 70 points away. Sorry, 60 points away. So if this VWAP keep holding ES, I'm not so sure shorting it now. But if this VWAP gives up on ES, oh, I've seen this setup before. I've seen this. Oh, everything is looking so bearish. Okay, we have last 1 minute of this 1 hour candle. I think I'm gonna make a little bit bigger trade, and that might be my first red day. But I'm gonna go out with the bang. I'm ready to potentially even build into this position. But I like, this is so juicy for shorts. ES is going. NQ is holding. Ready to press the button. Oh, NQ rejecting the RSI is also, I like what RSI is doing. 15. I want to see how this hourly candle opens, and then I'm ready to press the button, because ES is, goddamn, ES is falling. Okay, we have 3, 2, 1, let's go. I'm in with 1. I'm gonna add more. I'm ready to add 1 more, because if ES keeps continuing doing what it's doing, I'm okay sizing up a little bit. This is looking more like a really good setup. We have 321. We'll see. I'm not doing anything with this trade yet. If ES gives up this VWAP, I'm starting to bet my house on this trade. This is a nice 1 hour open as well. But this is a setup that I'm willing to build into. And then I'm the bigger loser or bigger winner. But goddamn, ES is looking heavy. I'm waiting for NQ still to maybe tap those highs. I don't want to build into this position before we tap those highs, or ES gives up VWAP. I think we might find a juicy trade. Okay, ES is giving the VWAP. Giving up the VWAP, nice. What ES will do, what will ES do at the orb high is another question, but NQ is lagging. And if this is a real lag, that NQ will follow ES soon, we might get a really nice short. We already are in profits. Goddamn. I thought we are at break even right now. I'm not even adjusting. I'm not even putting any stop loss. I'm purely monitoring this trade because I'm in 1 micro. I'm okay not putting immediate stop loss. My only vice would be Trump tweeting something and it's shooting up 100 points. But that's the worst case scenario. NQ, I'm shorting NQ based on ES. I'm watching ES if it gives confirmation, because every green candle on ES right now is another push higher for NQ. But this might be one of my favorite short setups like ever. We are at the VWAP activation bands. ES is dragging down heavy, NQ lagging behind. Every sign that you want to see for your short is there. But ES needs to now confirm few things. Let ES is oh boys. This is getting juicy. ES might want to close into this orb as well. I don't like getting excited about my trades because this market can be so random sometimes. But I will take this short any time of the day. Lose or win. Mostly these kind of shorts are win. And since my entry is really good as well, for now, right at top of the range, that was the only place I wanted to enter. I didn't want to enter on bottom of the range. I feel fairly safe in terms of taking a little bit more heat if it keeps going up. I'm okay taking a little bit more heat on this trade. But we'll see. This is a little bit longer play for me. I see myself holding this trade for longer. But look at it, yes. Oh yes. That's what we want to see. We want to see ES getting. We want to see NQ lagging. Why we want to see NQ lagging if you're shorting NQ? Because we get better entry location, right? On ES, if you want to short now, well, your entry is so much worse than with NQ if it starts going down. We'll see. We have 45 seconds until this candle close into the orb as well. But this is getting juicy. This is getting very juicy. We had to have a lot of patience for this trade. A lot of patience. Let's see what ES is doing with EMAs. Let me put this chart here. Let me adjust a little bit. Look what ES is doing with EMAs while NQ is, goddamn, if NQ starts following ES, which is usually it does, right? Nothing is 100%. The VWAP is anchored VWAP. The purple one is overnight VWAP. The yellow one on both is anchored VWAP on the New York Open. Okay, ES closed into the orb as well. Oh, we might have a fucking juicy entry. I don't like getting excited for my trades before they play out. But I like everything that I see. If that's the case, I will probably try to ride it to the orb lows. I'm not even joking. I know it's a big trade, 150 points. But the way it's developing, we'll see. We are already in. We will be creating episode for the VWAP. I will be creating episode for every single thing in my trading. That's why the first episodes are a little bit basic and takes time because I need to go there. But I think like 2 more episodes and we are done with the basic, and then it's all VWAP activation bands, EMAs. Everything will come. Volume, everything. How's the volume? I like how our RSI is looking as well. I really like this trade, guys. I don't want to get excited of the trade, but I really fucking like this trade. Is this the 3K sub trade? Is this the one? Bro, NQ is not following. Looking forward to the spin trade. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. I'm telling you that it's the hardest videos for me to make is the most basic stuff. Sometimes explaining the really simple stuff is really hard. Don't jinx it. Yeah, I know. I'm even ready that this trade will go into red for a little while because every single bullish candle on ES is moving NQ a lot. I don't want to jinx anything. I might cut my profits if ES really takes out the session low, because then we have a different divergence, right? But let this. Targeting, I had idea to target 700 as the DP. 700? You mean 26,700? I know my first short was rushed. I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to jinx it. Oh yes, man. If this setup is 27,000. It's a valid target. I think it's a valid target. The only problem is, not the problem, but the only thing is, since ES is so ahead of NQ, if ES takes out the session lows, there might be some reversal in place. That's where I will start maybe thinking about ending the trade. But come on, 3,000 subscriber trade. Give to me a nice trade for 3,000 subscribers, man. That setup was juicy. How guys, are you also in shorts? I know Michal, I don't know, sorry how to pronounce your name correctly. Michal is in a short as well. Is anyone else in the short right now? Are we riding it? Are we riding this short? Yes, jet lag or yet? Let's go. Oh guys, we are all in this together. We are in this together. Where is your target? My target right now is orb low, but I'm not against cutting it early if ES takes session low. I only follow winners. Everyone is short. God damn, guys. Let's hold hands. Let's fucking hold hands. We broke the bull flag as well. I think, let's see. Let's not jinx anything. We broke the bull flag as well. And let's see what happens when ES gets orb lows and so on. So I was very suspicious if this trade for some reason because of NQ behaving on its own. I know, NQ is a fake out artist. I'm not saying this in my guides and indicators chat. I'm not saying fake out artist for no reason. I don't have personal beef with NQ. It's just the way NQ is. It is fake out artist. It does something completely opposite that will take away your confidence to trade it, to go against it, because all the signs that are there that you should go against NQ. And then it makes you feel for a long time that it's doing its own thing. Let's see what's the rest of the market doing. Oh, ES is looking so heavy. ES is more honest. Yeah, ES confirms, right? ES confirms, and then if you survive the fake out part on NQ usually likes to follow. Look at ES RSI compared to NQ. Yeah, it's getting very fucking juicy, guys. We are up almost 200 points. Man, I top ticked it as well for the 3,000 subscribers, man. 3,000 subscribers. You guys are making me so happy. I hope I'm making you happy with my trades as well. First short was early. This time we are not early. This time we timed it perfectly. Let's see. Yeah, NQ is testing the VWAPs. We might get a little bounce here. We'll see. How do you determine when to move the break even? Break evens are a bitch. Break evens are only good. They are really good when you're in with at least 2 contracts, because then you take profits with one and go to break even with the second one, so you already take some profits from a trade. Now if you are trading only one micro like me, break even is, I don't want to rush into break evens, because then I cut my winning trade into 0. I rather trail my stop loss at some point, but for me right now it's too early to trail. Let's see. I'm in at 5 micros from 27,301. Same entry as me. That's crazy. 5 micros, you're up 1.5k. No, sorry. You're up 700. Sorry. That was my bad. And ES is looking. Oh, I like what ES is doing. Come on, give me fucking good trade. Oh, sorry if I curse too much. I'm getting hyped for this trade. NQ needs to take the orb high as well. We need to take out this blue line, right? That's the 15-minute orb. New 15-minute candle opening. Don't get scared, boys. We are holding strong. We are holding the diamond hands. I think I'm feeling 150 points more than I think. The way ES might reverse soon, that's why I'm a little bit reducing my profit target. NQ is still holding the orb high. Wild thing. Time to add? No. Too far for my entry. Made my daily target on this short. God damn, guys. What a bitch it would be if it goes back to entry, huh? We'll see. This is a 15-minute candle opening. Can't do anything. Exited. Have to get my day job. Wish I could stay longer and trade with you guys. No. You got your trades. Glad to have you here, Kartik. And it really is reversing, huh? But I will wait until 15-minute candle closes. This is 15-minute candle openings. We've seen them before. We've seen them before. Guys, you're teaching me, huh? You're jumping out from your short. I thought we are in this together. I thought we are in this together. Put your stop loss at plus $1 from what you have lost today to make at least another green day. Well, I can't right now, right? My green day would be 153. No, I'm not gonna hunt my green day from this, with this. I will only consider closing this if ES closes outside of the orb. If ES closes outside of the orb, I might be like, okay, I got a little bit too greedy. But this is 15-minute candle opening. Nah. It's bouncing strongly, huh? Started locking some profits. It's not a bad idea. Ran, I know. That's what I'm feeling as well. But I've seen crazy 15-minute candle openings. This is still 3 minutes into this 15-minute candle. We need to have patience. We need to have patience. If we are looking for 15-minute candles, we need to wait them out. We need to wait those 15-minute candles out. Still below New York VWAP on ES, that's what I'm looking as well. That's what I'm looking at as well. NQ is strong, huh? The perfect orb retest. And NQ is strong, but ES is not doing anything that makes me like actually scared to hold this trade. It would suck if this goes back to break even. It will really suck if it goes back to break even. But ES is not doing anything that's dangerous to keep holding this short. I'll show you what I'm looking at. I'm looking at the way ES is holding the New York VWAP. That's on my second monitor. Right, ES is holding the New York VWAP. ES is still inside the orb as well, this 15-minute range, the blue range. But fuck, NQ is refusing to give up. NQ, why are you sometimes so difficult, huh? And break even on this trade would be so crazy. NQ is relentless to not give me 150 points. Relentless. Wow, what a pushback, huh? ES is still looking weak. NQ is like, nope. Why not close and reshort if it's a retest? I will close on break even, but it would be too risky to close it now and then hope it's gonna retest my entry, right? Then I wouldn't be in a trade, and then it would be hopes and dreams. ES is showing sign of rotations. Is it though? It's struggling with New York VWAP. See what the EMAs are doing. Like ES it's not showing any big signs. like raw AI, it would be, yeah, you guys are answering him. I would answer him the same way. If you close in terms of hoping it goes back to your entry, it's a really difficult in terms of psychology. You never see it actually go into your entry, and then you're like, what did I do? Break even at least gives me, okay, I'll try again, you know? I didn't win anything, I didn't lose again. I might get better entry. But if I cut it right now, take my profits in hoping it goes back to my entry, that's psychologically super hard if it never goes to my entry. Okay, now I might close it for, I'm gonna close it for 50. ES is taking over the, yeah. I'll get something out of this trade. God damn, that pushback was heavy. I'm gonna secure $50. Because ES is taking the New York VWAP, and if it takes that, then I can see reversal for longs. The bullish sign that I was waiting is disappearing. The bearish sign that was there for ES is slowly disappearing. That is a long 15 minutes. I know. No, now the way ES is developing, now I don't like break even so much. What I was watching is the way ES develops with this New York VWAP, right? We didn't take it, now we took it. So now it's, yeah, I don't want to hold this. Man, it looks so good trade in terms of like really getting the bigger 150 points was my target. But the market switched. And that's what the market sometimes does, right? I thought you were short base because of that weekly RSI divers. Oh no, brother. That's a long play. That can play out on weeks and for days and weeks. It's gonna take a long time before it plays out. This is more like looking what you can expect in May, but you can't rely on that when you're trading on a 5-minute or 15-minute time frame. In that time frame, that weekly doesn't do anything, right? And the market can do so many things before that, and I was more saying that as like things are developing super bearish on a higher time frame, and that makes me more interested in shorts for the next 2-3 weeks, but it doesn't make me click the short button today. This is more like if you do a weekly analysis, it can take weeks as well to play out, right? We can start more bearish weekly trend in a little bit later, you know what I mean? It takes time to play out. Okay, man, it was a beautiful trade until it wasn't. It was a nice trade anyway. The entry was nice. I don't want to even think what this market can do now with my trailing stop. There is always possibility for that as well. Will you re-enter? Probably, yeah. Probably, yeah. I want to see what NQ. ES is still weak though. ES is still. I'm still in with half size at break even. Let's go, guys. Let me mark where I got it. Trades 279. Let me put this one here, 279, so I know where was my trading stop loss here. Okay. Man, if it, I don't want to even jinx it. The question of re-entering is, will we have same confluences as we had for this trade? This trade had a lot of different confluences. So the question is, will we have similar confluences to this? Do we have some news? It got a little bit wicky. I don't see anything yet. But it got a little bit, the behavior of the candles a little bit changed. Like there was some headline, we'll see. If that is actually the case. And ES is still looking weak. Let me see. I didn't have my phone notifications on. So that's why I also I was a little bit blind to the news, but we'll see. London close, yeah, there's some volatility with that as well. What a crazy retracement though. We really retraced the whole move down. Maybe Trump farted? You ain't wrong. To use body or wicks for your orb? Wicks. Whatever the 15-minute candle shows me. So let me show the orb. Let's find an orb candle. It's this first red one, right? You see from wick to wick. For NQ it's also this red one, from wick to wick. So it's the whole range. I'm still holding the bag. I mean, market rewards the brave ones. I think there's something a little bit happening in terms, maybe there's someone speaking, like we don't have enough events today. Yeah, it looks like a little bit like news moment. No bind script? I had, but I like to do it manually. Because the bind script kept adding previous day orbs and it was a little bit too many orbs for my screen. But you can go it easily with Cloud or ChatGPT. I think there's something happening right now in terms of like news. The market looks a little bit uneasy. I can't put my finger on it, but something feels. This shouldn't move US market. I think so. I'm not so economically gifted as well to give you my opinion on news like that. But we'll see what this market does. So far 2 trades, 1 winner, 1 loser. I'm a little bit unlucky that I was with 1 contract. I don't know why I keep doing it. The market is probably slowing down a little bit, but let's see. NQ and ES looks completely different though. Goddamn, ES looks so different from NQ. Nice chill lounge music, huh? Man, but we ate that trade together, huh? I don't know how many people there was in this trade, but there was a lot of people moving in the chat saying they are in the same trade. So even though it didn't go where I hoped it did, it was still amazing trade, huh? We'll see what market wants to develop now. Still closed in profit? Yeah, I mean, it depends where you closed it, but it was a trade to make nice money out of it. April consumer morale data just printed cratering back to June 2022 lows across all demographics. Likely the news. You ain't wrong, that might be the news. So the consumer morale and sentiment is at the lowest of the lows. That usually market needs to make all-time high now. I mean, with this market, it's like, oh, you as a consumer are feeling bad? Look at the stock market. What's there bad? We have war, we have Epstein files, we have inflation. I mean, stocks are all-time high. Why are you complaining? It's like, you know, there's this meme that there are dinosauruses, they're watching the meteorites coming, and then one dinosaurus is like, oh, this is looking really fucking bad. And then the other one is like, it's priced in. That's like, I don't know what news is not priced in this market. If you started trading this April, this March, if you started trading this year, welcome to the ranked lobbies. I don't see any other news though, but we are going back to my entry. You're going back to my entry, and that setup is still looking really, I would say, quite similar. I've been option traders for years, but trying my hand at day trading. If you started in April and just went long and held, I mean, that's ain't no wrong as well. You come in April, you just long every day. You're like, trading is so easy. What you guys talking about? I'll just buy every day. I'm gonna make money. That's true about April as well, right? That's like the beginner. Every trade you take should be 3 micros for 3k subs. Chat like, you want my first red day to be either big, or you want me to win big? But you have a point. I can't say you don't have a point. Man, ES is looking so heavy compared to NQ. Like, really. Like, makes you question things, you know? It makes you like, what is NQ doing? Why is NQ like this? It doesn't make sense, but it makes sense. And then it doesn't make sense. ES is looking so heavy. What is NQ doing? About July 17 expiry for Microsoft and 300, they're printing, so I agreed. Buy and hold. Yeah, options in if you catch options play before a bigger trend starts. Is Microsoft earnings today as well? Let's take a look. Google, yeah, Google, Microsoft, Amazon, Meta. God damn, we're gonna have a juicy aftermarket. It's good that Topstep limits your trading aftermarket, because I will be probably not the best aftermarket trader. You know, in Topstep you can't trade aftermarket. You can only trade 10 minutes after New York close. And with Trump, there's a lot of moves in the aftermarket. So I wonder if this was allowed. Maybe my green streak wouldn't be like it is. Man, how is NQ so strong compared to ES? Like, are you guys seeing what I'm seeing? It doesn't look... Something looks off, and something is calling me to short this again. But it's like every time we have a small buying action. Wait, what? Wait, what happened with the volume here? This market. Stop the cap. Thank you. Mikal has balls of fucking iron. He's still holding the first short. Mikal, how do you move around with those balls? How do you commute to work? Yeah, ES is making new lows, by the way. Not yet, but it looks like it's on the way there. Oh, this NQ is pissing me off. To be fair, it didn't even go to break even. We don't need to talk about these things. This red line is where I got out. So much easier for the head to trade so slow, nothing can hurt me. What a fucking legend. Look at Dow and Russell, they're also dropping. Yeah, I saw it. It doesn't make sense in terms of technicals. Like you, again, like I took this short and I told you guys as well, I will take this short 100 times out of 100 times. The first time we took it. And it's like it. Okay, let's look at the markets as a whole. We have Amazon and Google in slightly green, everything else is red, even in technology. So, you know, I'm thinking maybe there's some kind of technology bump where Nvidia and everything is pumping, but Nvidia is also not pumping. Like there is nothing that makes sense about this NQ movement so far. Are making lower high, especially on even on like on ES and NQ in terms of like EMAs. It's not the first time seeing that they are completely different, but it's rare. It doesn't happen often when NQ and ES are so different. Like they can be different for 20 minutes, 15 minutes, right? But now they've been different for almost 2 hours. This market is... Yeah, Dow and Russell dumping as well. This is... The only problem is volume is gonna die down a little bit. Or are we holding NQ because we have the earnings coming and big boys are kind of hedging? Have you looked at the Finviz future space? You can see all the futures performance. No, but I will check this. Okay, so what do we have? We have Apple, semiconductors. Semiconductors have been performing amazingly, right? We have Intel with amazing earnings. Amazon is slightly green. I like this website. I like this website. Teriyaki, thank you. You're a legend. I never knew this exists. What do we have? Orange Choice is booming. See you, Rowie. Orange Choice is booming. Who trades? Rowie, you are the man. Who trades Orange Choice? I just bought the machine that you can make fresh orange juice. Fucking amazing in the mornings. I spent like €1 for the oranges. Are there any statistics about most traded instruments? Maybe the retail likes to trade NQ and the market makers are taking the money with this grinding on NQ. No, I think it's more big boys hedging before the earnings. NQ is so dependent on the Mag 7, Facebook, Amazon, Apple, Nvidia. Is Tesla Mag 7 too? Who I'm forgetting? Microsoft. Who else? I think I'm forgetting someone. But wait, I want to see more. Let's start. Natural gas is dumping. Wix is going up. Wix now is a little bit balancing. Interesting, huh? Even dollar is gaining a little bit strength today. Bitcoin is 60, 76. Bitcoin is super sideways market. Bitcoin has been sideways for months. When Bitcoin starts picking some direction, I'm gonna start trading Bitcoin and Solana too. Let's start. And pineapple juice? I don't know pineapple juice. But I see that orange juice. Well, you can trade orange juice. How does it make sense? The things you can trade, huh? Still not in my previous entry. Man, ES is telling me to short this again. Oh, look at the trend line. Look at the bull flag trend line. Find a perfect rejection as well. But look at this ES. ES is still struggling with the New York VWAP. The only thing with shorts is if ES gains strength, if ES starts pumping from here, we'll see. I'm looking to see what ES does when it comes to the orb high. If ES, man, we haven't seen this kind of divergence for a long time, this for sure. I don't remember the last time ES and NQ was diverging so hard. I think the last short we took was amazing in terms of getting the most money from shorting NQ, right? 80 points is not bad trades, not something wow, but not bad as well, depending on the size. Someone on Reddit recently had some oil contracts expire when he was asleep, and IKEA now sent him physical delivery notice for barrels. You know, I don't know if it's a true story or not, but there was some trader who was buying satellite images of the oil production site, and he had some kind of way of, based on those satellite images, understanding how much are they producing. Again, I heard that story somewhere, I'm not sure, I don't know how true it is, but it was we have news. Something just happened. Okay, let the market stabilize. Now this was news. But what's the news? This was real news, Kendall. Now, of course, financial choice. As soon as something news hit the wire, you can't refresh financial news. I'm not sure if this is positive news, negative news. We will find out in a minute. We will find out in a minute. What caused something came out. Of course, it's Trump. I will not lift the naval blockade without a deal that includes the nuclear program. You know what's sad? Or what I'm feeling? I think they're gonna continue the fucking war. I think I'm gonna jump into shorts. I think we are moving lower. We'll see. We had some bearish news. Is Trump speaking right now? That's another question. Will there be more, or that was just one tweet? Do you guys know if Trump is... I wanna kind of write this... It's like we had too little action planned for today, huh? We have Powell... Okay, I'm gonna write it. I'm gonna write it. There are more news. Yes, fuck, we have divergence. We have nasty divergence which might stop me out. I'm thinking. Can we keep dropping? The news are flying. We have nasty divergence though, that might bring this market up. I'm gonna secure 50. I don't like trading these kind of candles. I really don't like. I secure it's a scalping time for me if I trade anything like this. I usually like to wait until the market settles those kind of news. That candle saved my ass. Yeah, it made my life a little bit easier as well. I'm down only 47 now. But you know, Trump was like, this is eventful Wednesday. It's not enough events for Wednesday, guys. We need more. We need more events. ES took out major low though. I'm gonna call it for the day, up 800. Nice trades, my man. See you, Ran. Nice to have you here always. Man, what a session it has been. Today, I will remember this day forever. The first and only day slippage went in my favor. You need to thank my 3,000 subscribers today. That's the lucky thing today. No, but today session in terms of stream has been interesting, huh? Yesterday we had super choppy session, and today it's juicy. We got some nice shorts, we got some nice trades. Market is moving, nice setups. haven't been a bad Wednesday. Those 2 shorts today is 800 for me too, pretty done. Oh, guys, I love to see you guys win. And there was no napkins squeezing ACMR. I still have napkins here. My nose is still a little bit not my best friend, as you can hear from my voice as well. But I think Trump is speaking right now. It looks like we are getting a lot of wiggly Trump is telling us things. Let me see White House. Let me see White House. I love that when you go to the White House page, it's just military. It's America. It's like, do you wanna check Estonian government building? Or this one. Let me see if we have a website. Oh yeah, this is our government house website. You see, we have a little bit history and everything. And then you go on the White House. I was looking White House this because I was thinking if there's any press conference. And here it's like America. We have helicopters, we have rockets, we have military. And then you go to Estonian government. Yeah, you know, it's same like the music. It's calming. Yeah, we have. You can see inside. You can see a little bit history of the house. Yeah, America. It's a cute house, you know. It's history. Cute pictures. Nothing about. Or we don't have much military as well, but it's just. I don't come here often, but I don't trust. I wanted to check if they have live stream. Not here. It's 2 a.m. now, gotta work tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow night and looking forward to those next episodes. Let's go, Teriyaki Chef. You had an amazing session, huh? Let's go. See you, man. Sleep well. Don't see bowel in your dreams. Man, I'm looking at my YouTube channel. 3K subscribers. I love you guys. Oh, you guys made my day today. We hit that 3,000 subscribers. I'm gonna stream 10 more minutes and then I'm off to get some dinner. We'll see what the night brings. We still have 3 hours before the Bowl takes the stage. Let me see. What did I just Google? Whatever we Googled, it was beautiful. So we have, yeah, it's 2 hours and 30 minutes until the Bowl takes the stage. We'll see if we find a new trade. Right now, I think Trump is speaking. Don't take my word for it. But the way the market is reacting to absolutely everything, it's looking pumpy, it's looking dumpy, but we have a divergence. This low here, this yellow line was just taken. It's in the same place as NQ. So if I zoom out, you will see this. Let me zoom out so you understand. You see this. This is same low on NQ. You see how far away we are. That's why I closed my short as well, the second one or the third one today. I saw that ES took out this low. NQ is very far away. Can be potential reversal for a shorter time frame, right? We don't know what's gonna happen, but it's that was the reason I didn't start riding my last short. Let's see if EMAs help us. I think I want to get into this trade again. ES is, I know I'm repeating myself like a broken radio, but ES is so different. I think Trump is still speaking. I think so. The way the market is moving, I don't know if Trump is speaking. I can try to find something. But those things that we see here, I don't see any good news source. Those are usually old recordings. I don't know why they do it on YouTube, but as you see, they are different. And for whatever reason, they like to play old Trump speeches when you YouTube search Trump live. So the way market is acting right now, let me see if there's any dates here. This is exclusive, started streaming 9 hours ago. No, you are not. I don't think this is a real deal. So that's why I checked White House website as well. I will try to finish screen on the stream because we have some people on YouTube. I saw you finishing your stream when you were in red. That's a little bit weird. Well, yeah, I'm sorry I don't stream 24 hours. You know, I still have access to the markets. See you, Edward. Enjoy your evening as well, buddy. It was a nice session. But you know, there are some guys. I was like, I'm hungry, bro. It's 7 p.m. The last time I had food was lunch. Of course, I can't stream 24/7. But I'm always willing to, you know, I can go here. No, sorry. No, wait, sorry. I can copy link. And I can always give you the link where you can see every single trade. But there was one guy on YouTube. That's so weird that you finish sometimes red on your stream and then you come back and you're green. I don't know what to tell you. It's indeed super weird. I leave and then, you know, okay, well, we are confessing. We had 3,000 subscribers. Let me confess. You know what's gonna happen when I finish the stream red and I end up the day green? I give my trading account to my girlfriend. It's simple. It's my girlfriend who's trading. I'm like, I showed on stream how I lose. Please make me green. Craft hacks. You'll definitely be red then. Yeah. I sometimes ask from my girlfriend, okay, look at the market. Do you think it's gonna go down or up? Of course, I need to press a little bit because the first answer is, I don't know, I don't understand. Just say up or down. And then she's usually quite right. Because you know why I like asking unbiased, unexperienced opinions on the markets? Because those people, they don't have any bias. They don't have any bias. And that's why sometimes beginners are really good in the markets for the first 2 weeks. Is jet lag. Beginners are really good because they don't have any bias. They don't. If she says more red, yeah, they are the trend, right? They don't see reversals. They are like, the market is going up. Why would you short this? The market is going down. Why would you long this, right? Unbiased people, they don't see reversals. They're like, buy, it's going up, make money. And sometimes it's really good. Sometimes it's true. Trend is your friend until it's not. But unbiased trading sometimes is good to ask advice from people who don't know anything about markets. because again, they see the most simple thing, and sometimes the most simple thing is the answer. Will we see all-time highs today, or will we see dump today? I think everything is today is possible in terms of what's gonna happen in 3 hours. I think we can see new all-time highs. We can see another 1% down. I think today is everything is possible. For us to think that price can't go, what, 200 points, 300 points? In the middle of range now by looks of it. That would be my prediction as well for the market to kind of, I mean, it was when I came on stream as well. I kind of been expecting today to be in range. Usually this before Powell, before we get any news. Market is usually range bound. Going casino Saturday, I let the Discord big roulette numbers. Oh, that's crazy, but not bad idea. Beginner's luck is real. Just go to the craps table with someone who's never rolled the dice before and watch what happens. Oh yeah, 100%. The more experienced you are, the more complicated we make things, right? And we make them complicated for a reason. When you're a beginner, you have no idea what the fuck is divergence, EMAs. So yeah, and beginner's luck is actually really, really bad thing in trading. It makes you, and I really need to go to the bathroom, but it makes you skip learning some things because you think you're a chosen one, or you think you're the special one. That trading is hard for everyone else. For me, when I do it, it's easy, you know. So I think beginner's luck is one of the reasons why some people take a lot more time to be profitable than other people. They get the invincible feeling, and the invincible feeling is dangerous in trading. Really, really dangerous. Guys, I'm gonna give 5 more minutes. I really need to fucking pee. What a stream it has been. Maybe even not 5 more minutes. I think I'm gonna get it more early. But what a stream it has been, guys. It's been absolute crazy stream. Absolute. One of my favorite streams. We hit 3K subscribers. We had amazing trades. We had so many people in the chat taking same trades and winning together. That's the most beautiful thing. And that's what I was like with stocks. Put 1K into different stocks, and I found on YouTube, and within a month made over 10K on both. Yeah, and then you go all into next stock, and then it's like minus 20%, and like, okay, maybe it's not so easy, but I know what you mean. For me, it was same with crypto. Every money I had, I put into crypto. I was sleeping, I woke up, I'm like, I made money when I'm sleeping. I'm never gonna work again. So Medica and Neo. Oh, I remember Neo. That was the electrical, Chinese electric cars, right? But yeah, I had same with crypto. I was like, I'm making money in the sleep. You peasants go work 9 to 5. That was 2017, the first time I ever invested into something which was crypto, and was the first time I ever lost a lot of money as well. But the high before I lost the money, the high I ride before I lost the money. Oh, I thought I really never need to work again. I was like, why is no one investing into crypto? Bitcoin is going up forever. Just put your money in crypto and it's gonna grow next time. Not financial advice. But that was my 2017, 2018. before you go, when those news bombs happen, is the resistance extremely strong where it bounces then? You never know. I always let the market kind of settle in the news. If we are super bullish, sometimes those bearish news don't even bring market down more than for one moment. But I was riding the news for a moment, right? I was in a short as soon as I saw it, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna ride it a little bit. I took a scalp, and I exited my scalp because ES took out this low. And for me, it wasn't even strong support. It was more that we made divergence, right? Like, let me zoom out. Like, this happened, right? And because I saw it on my second monitor, that was for me like, okay, it's super high divergence, kind of similar what we were looking in the beginning for our second short or the first short. Then as soon as I saw it, I was like, okay, if there's some bounce based on technicals, that might be the area. So I don't want to stay in my short that is news based as well. And yeah, it can be, yeah, because if you have a negative news and then the price bounces, there are two things. I think one is a lot of people are rushing into news, all bearish news, I'll go short, and then there are some bounces. Sometimes the news can kind of play out on a longer time frame, and it also can be strong support, right? Because that means that there was a lot of buyers who are, even though the news came in, are still willing to try this market. How did you manage the mental up and down of the huge loss on crypto? Fortunately for me, I was quite young. 2017 was almost 10 years ago. I was quite young, so I didn't have much responsibilities. So I just lost the high. And of course, at that time, I lost I invested like 10k. It went up to 40, 50k. I didn't cash out more than few thousand. That I was like, oh, I'm gonna take it out and it's gonna keep growing. You know, I went to the club with my friends, and I remember like buying a drink and then refreshing your portfolio in your phone, and after you bought a drink you had more money. I was just young and riding the high, so I didn't have like much emotional scar from it. It was more like, what if I sold on the top? Why didn't I sell on the top? And so on. That kind of regret. I didn't, and of course I was like, in my head I was like, oh, I'm never gonna see this money again. This was so much money, and I never cashed out. But I think I was just too young to mentally be super crushed from it, I would say. And I was thankful as well. Like, I always told myself at that time, I'm so young, thank God I learned this lesson now, you know. And also, okay, one more thing that made me feel a little bit better. There was few people in my friend circles who had it way worse. There was one duo of guys, or duo of my friends, who invested into ICOs, which was like the pre-coin like you can invest into coin before it becomes public. That was a big thing in 2017, and they invested like, I don't know how much, but they invested it as a group of 3. So one guy in group of 3 was kind of managing the whole thing, and the guy who was managing, so at some point the ICO that they bought went in value to millions. I don't know, they bought maybe 20k worth, and that 20k turned into millions on paper. And when they wanted to cash out, they found out that the one guy in the group who is managing those ICOs actually never put the money into ICOs, and he was gambling. It was a huge thing in our friend circle, and it was like, when I saw this, I was like, my situation is not so bad, you know. What age was you then? Well, I'm 29 now, so I was 21, 22, something like this. I remember the ICO craze in 2017. I was 33 and I could handle the loss pretty easily. Today I'm 42 and much more. I understand what you're saying. Yeah, it's the older you get, that's the thing as well. When you are young, you're like, I can risk money, you know, you put money into Bitcoin and stuff. When you get older, and I'm not so old yet, and you're not old as well, 42 is not old, but the more older you get, the more you're like, I don't need to risk so much. Might have long trade coming up. I think it's a short trade coming. I think it's still a short. ES, if ES closes candle below this 15-minute orb, I will play inverse orb on NQ. You know, because if ES closes outside of the orb, I can expect ES to start doing this maybe. We'll see how this 5-minute candle closes. But for me, it looks more like a long than short, to be honest. I think we had negative news, we dumped, we had a little retracement, and now we keep dumping. That's the scenario I'm seeing for the markets. I don't see an entry location though. But if ES closes below orb, at the same time, we have 2 hours until Powell comes to the stage. How much we're gonna sell up? Yep, having kids, paying bills and all that makes you a lot more conservative with your money because you don't have choice. That's true as well. The older you get, the more responsibilities you have. And then you understand that responsibilities cost money. You can't fuck up with your money anymore so much. You're not gonna tell your children that, sorry, I fucked up. You don't have food anymore. When you're young, you can fuck up. You're gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna eat noodles. Ask my parents a little bit help. Mikhail is still riding his short. What a guy. What a guy. I don't dislike shorting from here, although it's from my initial entry a lot lower. ES closed outside of the orb, NQ closed into the orb. This can be a nice time to short if there is any retracement. And this is the retracement. Let's see if the EMAs give us any retracement. But I think now it's fairly okay to short. Okay, I'm gonna finish my stream. I might jump into short. Not yet. I'm gonna be patient. Will be their trading framework for Trump tweets. Yeah, that will be in a special episode, huh? That's a valid question. How do you prepare for Trump tweets? How do you get access to the Signal group? Wait, maybe I will jump short on the stream before I go. I think riding short momentum here is a valid idea. It's just it's a little bit far away from my initial entry to feel super good shorting this, but I like shorts here because we closed into the orb. Okay, I'm gonna put my short and I'm gonna go, and I'll see you guys maybe later. Maybe I'll jump back on when Powell is speaking. We'll see. I'm gonna get some food, thinking where I'm gonna protect myself from this trade. Is Trump liked, respected by your countrymen? I don't know. I don't follow much politics. I only read the headlines and watch documentaries, but I'm not really involved in politics in any way. Wait, let me see. Man, I need to go to the bathroom so much. Okay, guys. Thank you for 3,000 subscribers. You guys are fucking amazing. Today was amazing stream session. We'll see what happens at the night. Maybe I come back for the Bauer speech. I have no idea. It's quite late for me. Depends a little bit what my girlfriend says as well. But guys, you guys are fucking awesome. We had awesome session. Wait, is there news? I might close it early. We'll see. This is a strange bounce. Wait, I wait for the 5-minute candle close. I will be 1 minute and 33 seconds. I want to see how this 5 minutes. Okay, I need to fucking pee. Okay, guys, I love you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, if not tonight. Ciao, guys.